video. Hey, what's going on, everybody? I'm just on my way back from checking out an adult video store, which you probably have already seen that video. If you haven't seen that video, I highly encourage you to go check out the video prior to this one, because yeah, is it prior, or should I like build some suspense for this? It's prior. So hell of a ride out to where this was at, and this was all brought to you because of, well, this whole idea was spawned because of a potential flip that I was thinking about doing, and what happened with that being the motel, and what happened with that. Again, if you haven't seen the video, go check out the video prior, but you probably have. Anyways, it is Tuesday morning, 11:24 in the morning. No painting work going on today at all. I may bring Bo and Jess over to my house to have them help me clean up my yard and do some Christmas lights on my house. I can't do it by myself. I would if I could. I've got a 40-foot ladder, and I'm trying to turn this joint into Griswold Christmas vacation for sure. I'm going through a bunch of speed traps on my way back home. So a lot to share with you guys. Like I said, no painting work today, but we do got painting work returning tomorrow. Got 2 units going, and hopefully we'll pick it up for the rest of the week. I've heard nothing from nobody in relation to painting work, properties, or anything like that, and I'm kind of like, I'm okay with that. I'm okay with that. I'm gonna enjoy today for what it is. I've already got a chance to film one big video, which again, you probably already saw that yesterday. And I want to focus on some videos, focus on some stuff around the house, focus on Christmas, focus on getting the house prepared and the things I need to do done, because my son, he's going to be here any day now. But there's something else very important that I need to talk to you guys about, and that is the box truck. Joe, what happened? Oh my God, I've got the receipt for the Waverly Book and Video LLC. It was Clifton who helped me in there. Theater admission, $20 fucking. Hey, that joint's a souvenir right there. I'm keeping that. The box truck, Joe, get on with it. You've seen the comments. You know people have been asking. The suspicion is growing and mounting. Joe, did you smoke up the box truck? Where is it? Well, even worse than that, the box truck has still been sitting at the repair shop. And to be honest, today was the day where I was not going to take it any longer. They were going to have to tell me something, or I was going to go get the damn thing and just be done with mechanics completely. Fuck it. I'd go get my mechanical degree or whatever and learn how to do it my damn self. But supposedly they have been messing with the truck, trying to drive the truck quite a bit in an effort to duplicate whatever the hell I said was wrong with it, the sputtering and kicking and all of that. So here's the deal. I want to share with you first the conversation from yesterday when I called, because I hadn't heard from them in a week. It's been probably 3 weeks that it's been sitting at this place. But I called yesterday and I'm like, hey, trying to find out an update on the truck. And he was like, oh yeah, well, I've been driving it, just can't duplicate the problem that you were talking about. He said, I'm kind of short-staffed today, but I do have plans to try to take it out later and drive it a bunch and see if we can duplicate the problem. I said, look, it was suggested to me by another mechanical person that I know. Why not just test the fuel? Siphon the fuel, test the fuel. If there's debris in the fuel, then you're going to know that there's debris in the tank, and then, it's a fuel situation. And the guy says, yeah, well, that's a really great idea and all, but, what if it's not fuel related? He's like, I really want to drive it later on this afternoon. And so it gets me to thinking, like, man, is this dude just trying to hold on to my box truck so that he can use it to go pick up a transmission or something? Like, I'm very curious. This morning he would call me first thing, though. And he would tell me, hey, look, I drove it yesterday and I was able to duplicate, I think, what you were talking about, and here's what we think. The transmission. Your overdrive is kicking in and out, which is a symptom of this transmission probably going out. He's like, we checked the transmission fluid and the transmission fluid looks horrible, which is also another symptom that the transmission could be going on this thing. And he's like, you know, we could change the transmission fluid. He's like, but sometimes that could even make the problem worse. He's like, the transmission is probably where the kicking is coming from, kicking in and out of overdrive and getting stuck in overdrive. And I'm like, okay. So it's almost sounding like the only feasible solution here is to get a new transmission for this box truck, which you already know without me telling you. This is going to be unbelievably expensive. So he tells me, he's like, hey, look, but that's not even the entirety of the situation. He's like, you got an exhaust manifold leak on your exhaust. He's like, and, you know, if we get in here and we try to take this exhaust manifold thing off and we snap some bolts, he's like, there is no way that we can get to this thing without taking the whole engine out to redo your exhaust manifold. And then he's like, and that's not all. He's like, you got a pretty sizable oil leak coming from this thing, and, you know, unless you're willing to keep a couple gallons or, you know, a couple quarts of oil on the truck, you know, he's like, you might want to get that fixed as well. I said, dude, give me a worst case scenario price-wise. What are we talking about for the box truck? He's like, well, the transmission alone, you're probably talking, what did he tell me? You know, 4,000 or 5,000, 5,000 or 6,000. So I get him to come back to me with a worst case scenario of everything, the exhaust manifold, all that shit. And he tells me it's probably going to be about $7,000 or $8,000 to fix the box truck. And here's the crazy thing. He said, I need you to understand that that includes nothing engine related. You know, so if you do all of this, there could still be some other shit that's gonna pop. And I'm like, you know, we're talking like if. The what ifs, it could happen type of shit, right? And I'm like, first of all, I'm thinking, am I gonna put this money into this box truck? My wife is already adamant about the fact that I am not. If I put $8,000 into it, that's $13,000 totally invested in this box truck. Am I going to recoup my money out of this? Am I going to end up with more problems? And is this really what it is? Because again, we still haven't even tested fuel. And that's exactly what we should do, is like absolutely test this fuel. So I called this guy yesterday because I also got to take this truck in. The Ford needs an oil change 15,000 miles ago. And, you know, my wheel sensor needs to be fixed or plugged back in or whatever. So I'm going to go swap out vehicles in a little bit, and I'm going to take the box truck and I'm going to drive it. They put 20 miles on it, they said, and it took 20 miles for them to be able to duplicate the problem. They weren't able to duplicate it until they got on the interstate. I'm going to go get this thing and I'm going to drive the dog shit out of it and figure out then and there, what am I doing? What would you do? Do you sell it to the next guy? Which I would, you know, not want to do, but of course it was done to me. Did I buy a lemon of a box truck? Probably. Was it a stupid purchase? It's starting to seem like it was. You know, a 1998 box truck. Dude tells me it's got the worst transmission in it. I don't know if this is just mechanic talk, because I don't know anything about this. And, you know, roughly $8,000 to get the three things addressed that he mentioned. A brand new transmission, the exhaust manifold leak, or the exhaust manifold replaced, and the oil leak. $8,000? My God. Nothing engine related? Like, so what happened to the box truck, Joe? Well, The box truck is what happened to the box truck. The age, and I don't even know. I don't know this mechanic from a hole in the ground. I've already sensed some bullshit with this guy. You know, why not just test the fucking fuel? And then the problem is like, you know, I got nowhere else I could take this thing to. The other mechanic ain't worth fucking nothing. Finding a diesel mechanic is not easy. I've called a million places. This video begins today with more questions than answers, but maybe by today we'll come to some kind of resolution and make some answers for ourselves. What are we going to do with the box truck and these repairs needed for it, potentially needed for it? Is this guy really just trying to sell me an $8,000 job? Do I really need to do all this? Because he keeps talking about state inspection. You know, if you want the truck to pass state inspection, man, I really don't give a fuck about a state inspection, to be honest. But even that, you know, we're still talking about this this transmission. And then what if I go ahead and I get the transmission and it still acts up afterwards? Holy shit, could you imagine that? It ends up being, it was something fuel related. Transmission was fucking fine. Anywho, hey, it's Tuesday. That's how today's beginning. I'm on my way home right now. I got to go pay my truck note, ironically, speak of the devil. And let me figure out where I'm at because I got no idea right this second. I will share more in just a little bit. Hi there. All right, so I'm just getting home from my long-ass trip out to fucking Waverly, Virginia to go to a Jack Shack, a real-life Jack Shack. Haven't seen one of those since I was in prison. Honest to God. Funny story, I had to come back and pay my truck payment. And, you know, I took out $1,000 from the ATM this morning because I knew I had to make that payment. And that payment's over $1,000. And I had some, you know, loose money as well, probably, you know, less than $100 in loose bills, smaller denominations, I guess. So I go into the bank, I'm about to make my truck payment, I'm thinking to myself, I'm like, fuck, I just spent $20 in that Jack Shack trying to support small business like a dumbass. Dude told me, he was like, damn, if I'd have known you just wanted to come in and look at this thing, I'd have let you do it for free. I said, yeah, but you know, I'm just trying to support small business, or whatever the hell I said. Anyways, I go to try to pay my truck payment. I've got $1,040 and my truck payment is $1,056.16. And I'm telling the ladies in there, I'm like, hey, funny story. You'll never believe where I just came from and why I'm $20 short. Thankfully, I had some kind of a savings account there with like $50 in it, so I didn't have to go drive anywhere to get it, any additional money. And the short of it is, my truck payment is paid. It almost wasn't, because I spent $20 at a Jack Shack, and now I'm so poor, I'm eating sandwich meat. Oh God, that look. I'm eating sandwich meat for lunch. We're back to that. Dogs sitting down here like they gonna get some. Y'all just had a treat. Oh, it stinks. Is it still good? January 2023. We're good. Phenomenal. So here's something interesting. I've got the receipt for the county bookstore right here. There's a country bookstore. Waverly Book and Video. That right there is a fucking NFT in real life. That joint says arcade theater admission, $20. Now, when you go in there, you can literally press play when you're in the booth, but the movies are already playing. I asked the guy, because it said one ticket for admission. I said, hey, do I got a ticket? Do I need a ticket? He was like, your receipt, your ticket. So I share all of that to share this. You know that saying where people are like, go ahead and punch your ticket for your fun ticket? Or however that saying goes, something about a fun ticket. This is legitimately that in real life. All right, hey, good morning. Wednesday morning as I begin this, and sorry there was nothing else from yesterday. You'll notice I'm still up in my truck and I'm not in the box truck, but that's gonna be subject to change this morning. I will be swapping out my truck for the box truck this morning, and we're gonna drive the piss out of that box truck. I did some thinking last night, and the conclusion that I've come to is basically, man, fuck the box truck. And fuck what they're telling me is wrong with the box truck. I don't necessarily care or believe what they're telling me. But Joe, they're mechanics, they probably know. But Joe, they're mechanics, you know they're going to tell you anything. There's a couple of different ways you could look at the situation. The fact of the matter is this, you know, I need to drive that box truck and see how that box truck runs. And you know, it does make sense what they're telling me about the transmission once it gets to that final gear, which is the overdrive gear, how it's kicking in and out of overdrive. Well, if that's not happening all of the time, then I am not concerned about replacing a transmission on that truck, which is going to end up costing me more than I paid for the vehicle. So forget all of that. There's an oil leak. There's an exhaust manifold leak, which they say the truck will never pass inspection with that exhaust manifold leak like that. I don't care. My thoughts are this: I'm going to drive the truck, see how the truck drives. If it doesn't seem like it's fucking up and it seems like it might be an every so often type of a situation, I think I'm just going to go ahead and sell the box truck. I've been going this long without a box truck. Fuck it. I'm going to try to sell the box truck for $5 grand, recoup what I've put into the box truck, and just be done with it and let it be somebody else's problem, because that's exactly what it would be. Just like the guy who sold it to me, I'd be the guy who sells it to the next guy. That was philosophical right there, right? Forgive me, the coffee's kicking my ass this morning. My Keurig was not having a lot of water in it, so it made me like this espresso shot of coffee. It was quite strong. I couldn't even drink the whole thing. I mean, it literally had me like shaking. Yeah, I'm thinking about just selling the box truck. Fuck dumping $8,000 into that. Man, I could take $8,000 and go buy either another box truck or an enclosed trailer. Do I really even need a box truck? Look what I've done to my truck. I've got nowhere to park the box truck. That's already becoming an issue. Maybe I'll go get a transit van. Like, I don't know. We're going to regroup and think about that. A transit van would probably be a hell of a lot more economical. I think about, you know, filming videos again. You know, transit van would be nice to be able to drive to go shoot videos or whatever. And, you know, I can't lug around the amount of equipment that I can with a box truck. But to be honest, I don't even need a box truck right this second. I'm making do with this truck and the old Dodge Bose truck just fine, and the storage unit. So now that will suck on days like today where rain is in the forecast and shit's going to be getting wet. We can always go back to the camper shell idea, or again, enclosed trailer. We'll see. Anyway, so for today, supposedly we got 2 units going, one at property 2 and then a big one at property 1. Will either one of these units be ready to go today? Will they both go today? That is what I'm hoping, so that I can put everybody to work today. Didn't work anybody yesterday. Bo came over for a little while yesterday afternoon for like 2 hours, really, maybe 3, to help me hang some Christmas lights and to move some shit downstairs from my room. And that was it. So I really hope that I'm able to put everybody to work today, and I really hope that 3-bedroom color change is going, because God, we need it. That's all I got first thing. We'll be swapping out vehicles a little later on, but first we gotta go see if these units are even a go. Good morning to you guys. Hey, happy Wednesday. Alrighty, 8:59 in the morning, and the rain is starting. It's been started, actually. It's always raining in my world. I'm on my way to go drop off my truck and swap out for the box truck, drive the piss out of the box truck today, and also attempt to get it listed for sale today. $5,000, you are never going to find a better deal. That thing will probably be gone today. And what else? Also, I'm starting to notice, you know, problems with my truck, more problems. It's starting to idle a little rough. Barely, but just a little bit. But you know, that's to be expected from the fact that I haven't been taking care of this thing at all, which I really need to. Okay, I really do appreciate this truck, and I'm grateful for this truck. I just have not had the time to do anything that needs to be done. But that's going to change today. It's going into the shop today. It's going to get the oil change, tune-up, lift kit, air suspension. I'm kidding. It's going to get squared away today. Also, breaking news, the big unit that I thought I was going to have today over at Property 1, 3-bedroom color change, needed that unit. Of course, not going. They haven't moved out or something along the lines, and what the fuck. This is going to be a real tough week, and I'm probably going to end up losing a person or two. And if that happens, that's going to suck, because on Monday I got 5 units going. So right now, currently, I've got Bo, Jess, Donald, and Milton working on a 3-bedroom, 1-bath over at Property 2. I get $450 to paint that. I mean, I could try to stretch it to $475, which I'm probably going to do. That way I can make $75 off of that unit for the day and pay my guys all $100. They're going to work half a day. They're going to get $100. It's all I can do. Najee, I haven't been able to work him all week. Haven't even talked to him today. And I mean, I don't got it. I am going to go out there and try to hunt down some work today. I'm definitely going to be trying to do that. And just because I go out there and try to hunt it down don't mean that it comes for us tomorrow. And then what if all of this work does materialize and I lose, shit, 2 or 3 guys? Think about this. Another new guy, another new guy. Can't even think about trying to put them to work. And I even got Boston even reached out to me. Son of a bitch, this guy who disappeared on me, remember that? He responded to my ad on Craigslist. And then I responded back to him saying, hey man, how was Boston? Last I heard, you just disappeared. Last I heard, I didn't hear anything and you just disappeared. This guy would actually email me back yesterday saying, hey man, I really want to come back to work for you. And of course you do. Man, I was telling you that the sky was the limit for you, and it was. Man, you could have been the manager. But then I saw your work ethic and realized that, you really weren't the guy. Hey, you're not that guy. Okay, pal? You're not that guy. Matter of fact, I'm just going to go straight. Premise for today, get the box truck listed for sale. We're liquidating the painting business already. Get my truck taken in and get that serviced. See what kind of bullshit they tell me on that. Oh yeah, you need 4 transmissions for your truck. And try to find some work. And also edit this beast-ass video from this investigative piece that I just did yesterday. All right, let's see how today plays out. Feel like we're in a freaking junkyard over here. Hey, speaking of junkyard, there she be. Oh shit, I wonder if that's for sale. Look at that little joint. All right, there's a box truck right there too. They got mine parked right next to that. That's probably in better shape than mine, according to these folks. Oh shit, I just locked it. Hey stranger, haven't seen you in a while. Where you been all my life? Hey, we back. We're back. It ain't got no way to, guess we're gonna have to do it like that. How you think she's gonna run? Think she's gonna run awesome? Wait to start, let them glow plugs. Oh my God, the trip is 228. Talking about they put 20 miles on this truck. 228 miles? Nah, you done drove the piss out of this thing. You done drove the piss out of this truck. Yeah, you did. You done probably hauled transmissions and some more shit in my truck, but that's all right. No biggie. Got to go get some fuel because I know I ain't got no fuel in this damn thing. Damn, I miss you. That was my lunch one day. Oh, God, it's so rotted. Damn, that's disgusting. Damn, that's straight moldy. Not sure if there's any fuel left in this truck. Damn, that's an electric truck right there. Look at that. You plug it in. Charge her up. Huh. It's pretty cool. I have nowhere to put this? Water bottle, bing. There we go. Tripod. That's how you do that right there. And that windshield wiper flying off the side of the truck like that. $8,000 what they telling me it's going to take to fix this thing. And, you know, they tell me that doesn't include engine at all. All right, let's go ahead and keep going here. How you think she's gonna run? Good, bad, horrible? One thing's certain, we're gonna run the dog shit out this thing today. All right, Ford, you're getting dropped off now. Hope they do you better than they did the box truck. All right, hey, up in the box truck and not really having any issues. I felt a couple of little kicks, but nothing major at all, and really has got me feeling like if that's the issue, the overdrive, that's not even engaging until I'm going 60 plus. So it's a box truck. You ain't gonna be going 60 plus in the damn box truck. I mean, really, it's even more than that. I think it's like getting closer to like 70. So if that's the issue, really ain't too much of an issue. As for the exhaust leak, I don't really give a fuck about that. And as for the oil leak, that could be a little bit of a thing. But yeah, she seems to be riding pretty good. I need to find some fuel. That's what I'm looking for right now. Someone that sells fucking diesel. I've gone to 2 gas stations that don't. I missed the one gas station that I go to that I know does. And I'll find some fuel. I am going to go to a property. I've got a bunch of promotional material right there. So I'm going to go to a property, see if I can talk to somebody. And it's crazy that I've heard nothing from property 3. It's the end of the month. We're getting ready to get into December. I should touch base with them and say, hey, just seeing if you got that scheduled for December yet. And just seeing what they say. Because I kind of got a feeling, and I always get this paranoid feeling, but eventually it's going to be real. Maybe trouble in paradise? No telling. I was thinking about a title for this video. My box truck was in the junkyard. I mean, because literally that's where they had it at the mechanic shop. My box truck belongs in the junkyard? Nah, it doesn't. This truck, ooh, damn, you done hit the curb. This truck is worth every bit of it. Every bit of that $5,000 or $6,000 that I'm going to list it for sale for. No leaks, tires in good shape. Yeah, so what? The transmission's old, and the guy's telling me it's one of the worst transmissions there is. I'm not really seeing those problems unless I'm going 70 plus. It's sort of like that old saying, hey doctor, you know, it hurts when I go like this. Well, don't go like that. Maybe I ought to just keep the box truck. But I've already started thinking about what I could spend that $5,000 on, bills, things like that. Let's get to the gas station and get some fuel. All right, well, we definitely exceeded the 200-mile trip limit. We're at the gas station now. All right, so I just heard from property 1 where that person didn't move out, but they do have another unit going, and I need to make sure that this isn't the unit that was scheduled for Friday, because it could be. And it's not. It's not. So, good deal. We picked up an additional unit for today, and that's important. So, let me call Najee and see if I can get him out. See if he wants to work. And I think it's just a 1-bedroom repaint. See who I can get over there on that. And then I'm going to talk to some properties as well. So, picking up some work, getting some fuel, picking up the fuel, and good deal. Let's keep it moving. I should have filmed it. Damn, I should have filmed it. All right, so I'm at a new property. We're gonna call this property 10. For the sake of calling it something. I went in there, tried to give them my information. They couldn't even really be bothered. Is it probably that way? It's gotta be that way because I can see. The lady couldn't even be bothered. I'm walking out, I'm like, painting and drywall repairs, just let me know. And then here comes the boss running out. You do drywall? I got some units I need you to go give me a bid on right now. So I gave him my information. Here's my general liability. Here's my workman's comp. Anyways, dude came running out. He's got 4 units he wants me to look at right now. One of them, all drywall repairs. Probably gonna be super extensive drywall work at that. I mean, you're talking quotes for fire damage in 4 units. I'm guessing it's gotta be this building right here. All right, let's go see if we can get some work. Oh boy. Oh, that was a lucky trial, them damn keys. All right, well, if that's the extent of the drywall, that's not too bad. I'm sure it's gonna be worse than that though. Plenty of cockroaches. And the power's still on in this unit, so if this was unsafe, okay. Oh, look. All right, so we got some holes everywhere. What kind of texture we got? I need some light. All right, so we got like a knockdown. Yep, that's a knockdown right there. Okay. Oh shit. All right. Fair amount of holes. Are these gonna be all through the unit? Tall ass ceilings. Look at this work. Damn, what is that, duct tape over there? Okay. Somebody was just living in here and their apartment or an apartment caught on fire. I guess this is not going to be the worst of it. Jesus. So there's plenty of repairs that need to be done. I need to count them. Ooh, what we got going on in here? Any light? Holy shit, why's the toilet off? Yeah, this sounds like a little scary movie right here. Okay. All right. I'm trying to get a count of holes that need to be patched. And I mean, you got to imagine, just this unit alone, you're looking at a couple $1,000 probably. So you got what, 1, 2, look at this work. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, that's 7 holes. And then this whole closet here. Okay. So that's 1 unit. How much you charging for this 1 unit? 7 holes. Every hole is at least $100. So let's call that $700. And then the closet is gonna be another, oh my God, It's got to be at least another $700 for the closet, right? So we'll call this unit 1400. I got 3 more units to go look at. Okay, I just got up into the second unit. This is on the second floor, and when I tell y'all, I don't think we're gonna be able to fuck with this. I don't think we're gonna be able to fuck with this. Yeah. So definitely had a major fire. You know, would love to do it. God, I'd love to do it. But I don't think I'm gonna be the guy who's gonna be able to do this. So you can already tell that Belfer or one of these other companies came through here and tore out all the ceilings. And mind you, I'm only on the second floor. I'm going up to the third in just a moment. Hey Joe, how you doing? Well, it's dark in here. I'm in a condemned unit, and there is no way in hell I'm gonna be able to get this. I'd love to be able to get this. Now, mind you, this company that owns this property, God, I got like a piece of glass in my foot. What is that, an earring? Damn, I almost stepped through that. It's like a fake pearl. What if it's real though? Yeah, so anyways, you're looking at what? How much are you looking at to sheetrock this unit? I mean, because you almost got to do the whole unit. Look at this. Look at this. Whoo! We ain't talking about a little. We talking about a lot. Whole bathroom gone. Gone. Sad. Real sad. Damn. Oh, I thought that was shit right there. It probably is a little bit of that too from the wax ring. Look at this. Look. Little peep. That's crazy. All right, how much are we talking here? Let's just throw a number out there. So this is a 1, 2, 3 bedroom. Ceilings in here. I mean, I just got to throw a number and just make it stick, and it's got to be $10,000. No, that's crazy, Joe. What? You're talking about almost a whole house. Almost a whole house. If not 10, what? 7? So somewhere between 7,000 and 10,000. We haven't gone into the kitchen over here yet. I mean, look at this. Oh shit, I just walked into something. Okay, that's the second unit right here. We're going up to the third, and God only knows what we're gonna see when we get up there. Oh, this floor is not so great. All right, so one thing that I noticed coming in here, obviously the fire was on the second floor. Wow, definitely looks like that was getting melted off right there. Okay, I don't see anything going on in here. I mean, minus the fact that these cabinets look like they got some superheat damage. Yeah. Whew. Okay. That's crazy, man. So this fire took place months ago. Months ago this fire took place. And, you know, to get this back to the way it needs to be, I just don't, I don't know. I mean, you're talking months and months of work. You really are. What am I talking about? Not months of work, but definitely, you know, it's gonna be, shit, weeks. At least 2 weeks of work. 2 weeks easily. I don't even know why I'm in this unit. And Freddie kicked the cops on the scene. What? And Freddie killed the cops on the scene? What? This is crazy. Oh, yo, this place is freaking me out. All right, I've seen what I need to see here. I mean, there's nothing really that needs to be done at this unit, minus that little repair. It's the downstairs unit where all the action's at. Damn, man, these are one color too. God, I would love to get this. Damn, I would love to get this. Semi-gloss on the walls, one fucking color. All the same. What's the trim? Trim's just white. Man, we could be killing these. Killing them. All right, there was one other unit that I needed to check out. And let me see if I can figure out which one that is. Whew. Holy shit. Holy shit. Man, people just do these units. Crazy. Huh, I thought so. Yo, this is insane. That little freaking letter that we just saw from that kid or whatever, that's crazy. I'm looking at the paint work in here and I'm thinking to myself, so anyway, this was what they were talking about in this unit. The moisture is what it is. And it's decent. You know what that is? This is very soft right here. Feels a little sketch. Oh. Oh my God. Well, that is about the worst that I've ever seen. Yes, so I've had to cover up my face at this point. Whew. All right. Can you imagine somebody was actually living in here like this? I can't wait to show my wife this. She's gonna fucking freak out. Oh my God. Okay. I had to turn the flash on. All right. So we're looking at it, and it's all back there. Something was leaking, water heater probably, because, well, you can see it. All right, so in here, yeah, that's a lot. All right, whew. So all that would have to come out. How far do you think it goes? Do you think it goes behind the fridge? Do I even want to do this? Okay. All right, well, is that the extent of that in here? Whew. Holy shit. What the fuck? Oh my God. This thing is like a horror movie. What the fuck? Can you imagine having to do this work? Ooh. Yeah, so they just got the windows open in here because there ain't nothing else they can do but keep these windows open. All right, I think I've seen enough. Y'all let me know how much for the mold and all of that has to be all the way torn out. I gotta say about 2,000 for that. So 2,000 plus 10,000 plus, I'd say another 2,000, I'd say about 14,000. Yeah, that would be my bid. It's quite a bit of work. All right, let's get up out of here. All right, back over at property 1 for a 1-bedroom repaint. I don't think we ever painted this initially. This is a pretty big frickin' unit. And nothing done inside the laundry room, so we're not gonna mess with that. You can see the other painter, they didn't even go inside the laundry room. We're not messing with it. And a couple of things, we'll be taking all that. Damn sure what, damn, I could use that umbrella. Shit. Ain't even no sense in it. All right, so again, this is where I'm gonna have everybody come over to. Bo, Jess, Milton, and Donald. And no Najee. Didn't hear from him. I think Najee might be gone, and that's unfortunate. I just didn't have the work. I know he had told me he picked up other work, and I kind of felt like, you know, he was going away from here and doing so quickly, and that's sad. I really wanted to keep him, but not having the work sucks, and I'm gonna pay that price on Monday. Probably, we've got 5 units going. Real quick, we need to talk about where I just came from, that potential property 10. You know, as I'm leaving and getting ready to go turn the keys in to the boss over there, the police are there, they're divvying out search warrants, and the boss is, it's a wild place over there. It's the wild, wild west at that property is what it seems like. But I really had to go to them and say, hey, look, I can't do this. I can't do this work. On those units that are placarded off, I'm not going to be able to do that. That is going to have to be inspected by a city building official, and you're going to have to get a certificate of occupancy, and that's going to, I'm not that guy. I'm not that guy. I'm not going to be able to do that. That's the first thing that I want to mention. When I told them that, they said, okay, well, what about the unit with the growth? That one wasn't placarded off. And I was like, okay, well, you know, the quote for that would probably be $5,000. I was talking with my wife. I was talking with my wife's maintenance supervisor. You know, my wife runs a really big property, and she's been doing this for a very long time. And I'm showing her everything that I was seeing up in those units. And just for the unit with all the drywall that was missing, she had a unit that was similar at another property. And the property restoration company, Belford or whoever they used, you know what they charged them to get that unit back right? $150,000. I'm sitting here talking about, oh yeah, I'd do it for 10 grand. $150,000. And you know why? Because the insurance is going to pay for it. Now that's the first thing that I want to mention. I had to turn down a property. I was scared of the work, and I can't do it. I'm not the guy to be able to do it. That's the first thing. The price is insane that it would take and what somebody else would charge who could do it because of insurance. That's the second thing. Here's the third thing. That fire happened months ago. Months ago. A lot of months ago. And that unit is still left looking like that. Now, mind you, when that happens initially, that property restoration company is going to come in there and they're going to gut that unit. They're going to make that unit look the way that it looks right now, very clean and ready to go right back up. But here's the thing. It happened months ago. Why hasn't the property restoration company finished that work? Because they didn't get paid. That's why. They probably didn't have insurance. They did not get paid. And you think I'm going in there, my little measly $10,000 bid that I'm going to fight tooth and nail for, there's another company probably trying to get $150,000. If they ain't getting paid, I damn sure ain't going to get paid. That's going to have to be a property that I don't fuck with. Simply put, I don't think I'm going to be doing any work with them. So anyways, here's what we got right here, and I can't wait to go show the rest of the crew those pictures. Have you ever seen that video game or ever played that video game, The Last of Us, with the little zombies and their, like the growth, the spores and shit? That's what that unit with all that mold just reminded me of. That was scary. All right, hey, good afternoon. Probably 1 o'clock in the afternoon, what the clock says. I'm pretty sure that's accurate. And I'm going, oh, sorry about that. Didn't mean to drop you. I thought you could stand up. I'm going home. My wife's got a doctor's appointment today at 2 o'clock to see if she's dilated. Hey, what Portsmouth police doing right here beside me? Guess you're coming back to Portsmouth with me. My wife's got a doctor's appointment today, and I think next week is our last doctor's appointment. That's crazy to think that my son is going to be here any day now. Yeah, he is. Can't wait to meet my baby boy. I really can't. So box truck has been running okay. Been running fine with the rain, which has finally stopped. I have been noticing there is an oil leak. Looks to be a pretty decent oil leak as well. And that's concerning. I'm going to need to get some oil and keep that in this truck. And that's about it. So I got Bo, Jess, Donald, and Milton over at Property 1 right now, working on that 1 bedroom. They're just getting started on that. Like I said, 1 o'clock. Ain't going to take them 3.5, 4 hours at most to get that done. They're all making $150 for the day. It's the best that I can do, and for the day I'll make $200. No word from Najee. I'm thinking that's a ship that sailed, and I'm not going to count my chickens before they hatch with that situation. Look, he probably picked up some additional work, which is fine. I mean, what can I honestly expect if I don't have it? You got to go out there and get it, and I commend him for doing that. I just hope that I can get him back when I need him really back, which will probably be next week. I have picked up an additional unit for Friday. There's nothing going on tomorrow, so I think I'm going to film me another fun video tomorrow. Don't know what it is just yet, but I've got some ideas. I got to look at my notes. And I'm going to brave wilderness and try to make it home, and I'm going to share with you guys the conclusion from today. From the comfort and safety of the house, wish me safe travels with the box truck. All right, share more in the conclusion as soon as I get home. Oh my goodness, look at the little babies. Look, little babies. They're so nice. You're just such a good little man. You're just such a good little man. Anyways, I'm home now. Hey, how was the ride in the box truck? Well, it was very eye-opening, to say the least. It was very eye-opening. Oh, God. Yeah, so about the ride, it sucked, actually. A lot of sputtering and kicking and ticking, and you know, for this mechanic shop to tell me that they test drove this thing forever, you know, all sorts of different days, and we can't duplicate the symptoms. Well, didn't take very long for those symptoms to come back for me. And here's the crazy thing. You know, I'm sitting here trying to believe that what you're telling me is right. Oh shit, I didn't even show y'all. So, Christmas tree. This is so important right here. All these decorations, yeah, that looks good and all, but the only one that matters is that one right there. That one, my son, Liam. His decoration's all the way at the top. Yep. It's his tree right here. Show is. And I got decorations on the front of the house. I'll show them to you some other time. There's the box truck right there. Hey, I was just thinking about trying to sell that thing for $5,000. Just trying to get my money back out of it. And here's the crazy thing is I don't even think that I can. Who would buy it? I wouldn't buy it. That's for damn sure. And I damn sure wouldn't want to put that on anybody else. It was my fuck up buying a piece of shit from somebody who weren't worth nothing. You know, when you sell somebody some junk and you know it's junk, trying to put those problems on the next person, you ain't shit for that. And I don't want to be that. I don't want to be that. I'll sell it to a scrapper for $300. We buy junk cars or whatever. But anyways, I'm just going to drive the piss out of it until it fucking dies at this point because, I mean, what else am I going to do? But where I'm trying to get with all of this is I was on the interstate. It started sputtering and kicking and shit. I'm trying to believe, okay, maybe that's that overdrive getting stuck in the transmission and all of that. Here's the crazy thing. Can you imagine if I would have spent the $8,000 they were trying to get me to spend to fix the exhaust manifold leak, the oil leak, which there is a decent little oil leak on the vehicle, and also put a brand new fucking transmission in it or a refurbished transmission, whatever the case may be. I fixed all of that and it's still fuel injection, fuel related issues like I've been thinking all along, and now I'm back to thinking compression again. But maybe that's got something to do with the fuel injection and the injectors and the fuel injector pump and all of that. I'm no mechanic. I don't honestly know. But I can tell you one thing. While I'm driving that truck, I certainly feel loss of compression and hear all these ticks and shit coming from the motor that let me know it's not the fucking transmission. Right? But that's what they sure trying to get me to go for. The fact of the matter is I don't think there's any fixing it. I think it's a lost cause. Hey. How you doing? I think it's a lost cause, and that's all there is to it. So, who knows where we go from here with the box truck? Maybe I'll just abandon it on the side of the road. I think I did that with one vehicle one time before. It's not in my name. I'm not ever going to register that vehicle. The guy was telling me, he was like, well, you know, I need to figure out what you're trying to do here. Are you trying to get the vehicle good so that it can pass inspection? I'm like, yeah, okay. I'm not even going to register the vehicle, let alone think about the fucking inspection. I could give a fuck less about that, to be honest. But, yeah. What an event-filled day, to say the least. Got the box truck back, dropped off my truck. God only knows what they'll tell me is going on with my truck. My truck needs an inspection sticker. Can you milk me? Meet the Fockers. And then, you know, realizing that being no mechanic and still feeling like, you know, these problems are way deeper than what they're talking about. It's a lost cause and whatever. We went to a new property today, and a property that I literally had to basically turn down. Turn down for what? Turn the work down. And for a very good reason. What a crazy situation all of that was. Yeah, don't think that I'll be trying to do any work with them. One final thing as I get ready to wrap this video up, folks. I truly hope this was a video you guys enjoyed. What a adventure it really was, right? We got answers on the box truck and all of that good jazz. But here we are filming again with this Sony a7 IV. I love this damn camera. And it just came in, folks. A new lens. This is a refurbished lens, actually. A lot cheaper than what it would have cost me to get this sucker brand new. And folks, this is a 28 to 70 zoom lens. It's actually the kit lens that comes with this camera right here. Ooh, it looks, I mean, shit, it looks brand new. Oh, God. I can't wait to try this guy out right here. So that's a prime lens. You can't zoom with it. You can't do anything with it. They also gave me these little ND filters, HD filters they call these. All I could care about these things for is being lens protectors. I don't know what this actually does. I'm sure this is of some importance. So what I want to do is get a little test footage real quick. Yada yada. Joe talks about stuff. Bought a fucking lemon of a box truck. Almost got at another property. Definitely got at for the box truck. Probably almost got for the repairs. So you're seeing this 18 millimeter G Master f1.8. Is it 18 millimeter? No, I think it's a 20 millimeter. 18 or 20, I can't remember what it is. Pretty sure it's a 20. 20 millimeter f1.8 G Master Prime lens right here. I love this fucking lens. This lens lets in so much light and is so good with low light. But now we're getting ready to change to the 28 to 70. This is a zoom lens. And this is an f3.5 to 5.6. This lens won't perform as well in low light, but you be the judge. Let me know how this is getting ready to look. Let's go ahead and change lenses right. Yikes. That sucker is zoomed in right there. All right, so this is actually as far out as it will go. It won't go out any further than this right here, but it'll zoom in. Oh my God, will it ever zoom in? Yeah, it will. It'll get extra close. So you're gonna notice that this lens isn't gonna perform as well in low light, but it should be good for the zoom shot. So like Aggie right there, and then I'm like, bang, Aggie, what you doing? You talking to me? What's been going on today? Did you do anything today, Aggie? Huh? Oh, yes. Oh, is that a cockroach? It is. And there's Lou right there. I really want to get into photography. Like, I really do. And I think that this lens will at least do a little bit better than the other lens for photography. You can't, anyways, I don't really know what I'm talking about. Folks, I just wanted to test out this new lens and see how it is. What do you guys think? Do you like it? Do you not like it? The other lens, mind you, was $1,000. I probably could have done just fine with this one right here. But we've got that $1,000 lens as well. And who knows, I may need to sell it to recoup some of that box truck. Anyways, folks, that's all I got. Let me know what you thought of this video. Hope this was one that you enjoyed. And just know, I got no units going tomorrow. I'm going out on some investigative reporting type of shit. And I got some ideas. Or do something at least. Thanks for taking the time. And I'll look forward to sharing more with you tomorrow. Until then, take care.